Hi, everybody. Dr. Jake here. And today we're going to talk about the brain body connection part two. So, last time we talked about brain plasticity and what the chiropractic adjustment does, particularly to the brain and overall pain, pain sensation, sleep, and just overall quality of life. Now we're going to talk about actually movements and proprioception, specifically where your body thinks it is in space, and how chiropractic adjustments can help. And so, first, I'd like to tell a story. I used to work in a number of different ball clubs, and there's a particular ball club that we went to that we were testing on motor patterns and particularly concussions and what to do if someone has a concussion. How do you get them to return to play? And so we're in a group of PTs, physical therapists, and we had one guy volunteer, and we simply had him close his eyes and he marched in place. And he did that for 1 minute, and he stopped and started at the same place, but he did a 360. He was so happy that he stopped and started at the same place, but he didn't realize that he was moving in a circle. And you can probably imagine that this is not a normal response. And so we said, okay, how many concussions have you had, and when was your last one? And he had a serious one 4 months prior to that, and no one knew about it. But what we were able to do is adjust him very specifically. And we had him do that same movement pattern with his eyes closed. And he only had a 15-degree reduction, which means that he reduced that rotation by a dramatic amount. And so chiropractic adjustment has a significant effect on how your body perceives itself in space. And that's important because we're constantly moving. Now, this is an extreme case, but if, let's say, you were doing that same thing and you were veering over this way with no rotation, then that means that's possibly your natural movement pattern. So if you're moving over to the left naturally, then imagine trying to stay in a straight line. The energy that you have to maintain on the opposite side to stay in a straight line is greater. And so I know that sounds minute, but over time, that's going to have a greater effect on one side compared to the other. So that is asymmetry, and we want to coordinate symmetry. And so I've done this for a number of years, and this is a great test for all of you guys. If you feel comfortable, then what you could do is you could start with your eyes open, march in place, and then when you're ready, close your eyes in an open space and just do this for 30 seconds, 1 minute. But that's usually enough time to figure out where you end up. And obviously, you want to stay in the same spot and stay straight from where you started. Now, if you have any rotation whatsoever, then that means that there's possibly issues with the spine at some point, which is negating interference in communication where your brain and your body connect. If you're going straight but over to the left or the right, then that's your natural tendency. And so that needs to be coordinated on. So, of course, getting adjusted, you try that right afterwards, more likely you're going to see an improvement over time. And so that means that your brain-body connection is solidifying a normal routine, a normal operation. If you do have any variation, then that needs to be addressed. Now, what you can do as far as an exercise to continue to work on this is start with eyes closed, and then after 5 seconds, open up your eyes, sit yourself back to where you're set where you started, and do it again. 5 seconds, and then set you up. Now, what you're doing is you're rewiring that normal movement pattern. So along with getting adjusted, now your body has an opportunity to change and develop that into your new normal, right? We always have a normal that we start, but we're working on the compensatory effort of yourself because life beats us up. If you're able to get back to a normal perceived movement pattern, then you're going to find yourself being able to do a lot more with less fatigue, less discomfort, and overall just better quality of life as far as movement goes. And so first chiropractic, and then also simple exercises to be able to keep your neural patterns in line. I love you guys. Continue to strive to be better, and I'll see you in the clinic.